Hello everyone, my name is Leo and you're watching Leo's Let's Plays on YouTube. The weather is going to be rainy all day tomorrow and the spirits are in good humor today. Let's keep the television near the bed so that we can access it quickly tomorrow. When we wake up early in the morning and do our daily chores on our farm, here's an advertisement from Beer's General Store. We'll be buying it later for the 24 slot backpack. We have to visit Willy's at the beach before 5 p.m. today. Willy's shack is located to the south of the town, of the Pelican town. Let's get the crops watered and get quickly done the chores on our farm. Out of water, it is not looking good. Let's refill the watering can by going at the bottom. Oh, I have to keep in mind that very quickly we'll have to build a well on our farm, and that is going to take care of our precious time, and we'll not have to worry about going all the way down to fetch a pail of water, or what it is, a watering can. Yes, it is that. We are watering the crops currently, and I shake the trees and the trees are dropping their respective seeds. You can get a pine cone from the spruce tree, a maple seed from the maple tree, right in the left side of the pine tree you saw, and we can get a acorn from the oak tree. Sorry, not maple. You get the maple seed from the maple tree. All of the trees seeds are very useful because you can plant them to grow the respective tree, or you can combine all of the three seeds, one of each, and get a field snack when you're leveled up in the farming or foraging. I don't remember it. Let's forget it and we'll find it out later. I'm looking for a few more seeds. If not, then we'll be heading to the cinder sap forest. And when we are going to visit the cinder sap forest, we are going to look for a few more spring onions on our way. And this is where we have found a dandelion. This is also an energy giving flower. Remember folks, the daffodil doesn't give you any energy, but it is also a pretty flower. Dandelion is disliked by Caroline, so don't give her that flower. We have found a few more spring onions, different quality ones. I don't mind them in my inventory. They are taking up the space because they are going to give you the much needed energy in the early game. Not a lot of, but they are going to be useful. So let's go back, and on the way, let's talk about our quests. Yes, we have to meet a lot of people. If we find them on our way, we'll be doing that and not wasting our precious time. Here's Jazz. She's the daughter of Marnie. Suppose adopted, I don't know what it is. We have read the sign saying Cinder Sap Forest and Pelican Town. This is the Pelican Town. This is Jodie's house and her trash can. We have found a Georgia Cola on that, and nothing on the Emily's trash can. And here's a child wandering in the morning in a graveyard. His name is Vincent. Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent, and Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem to be okay. Very fine. This is a cutscene. Here the salty seas. And here's Willy. Hi Willy. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Please don't smoke on the pier. Smoking is injurious to health. He's still trying to unwind from his big haul that he sold. He got a new rod, and he's giving us his rod, which is not very great, but what can we do in the early game? We have to manage. We have got a bamboo pole. Nice. There's good water here in the valley, all kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now. Come by if you need any more supplies. If it smells, it sells. Hey, that was the saying of my old pappy. That's what he used to say. Don't smoke in front of minors. Older people. Let's see, first of all, we have been teleported here, not on our will. There's bubble spots you can see on the left side at the bridge, or what it is, a dock. And we don't have luck, anything not found in the wormy hole or the wormy spots. Artifact spots, they are called. And we have got our oyster. Oyster is nice. Oyster, we didn't have it in the previous episode. The bubble spots have disappeared. Bad luck. Spirits are in good humor. They are playing on us. Various tricks. The luck is going to be always determined like this in the game. And we have cast the first cast from the fishing pole known as bamboo pole for the day. And you have to keep the green bar on the fish by tapping the screen. I advise you to keep your finger near the touch screen since you are playing on the touch screen on a mobile phone, and slowly tap the screen as rapidly and as slowly as it needs to be done, and you will successfully catch fishes in no time with a breeze on Android phone or an iPhone, or whatever you have a touchscreen device that the game is available on. I know this is a PC game. It is also available on various platforms. If you are playing on a controller, please let me know how do you play and what buttons you use. Maybe I'll buy a controller later. We have caught so far 2 sardines. Playing on a touchscreen is a very different experience, as one commenter had pointed out earlier in the previous episode. We have got another hit and the fish has ran out. This happens, my people, but don't worry about it. And let's see, it's getting afternoon. There are different kinds of fishes at different locations and different times. I think I have told you in the first episode, not maybe, because we are doing the fishing for the first time. We have just got a fishing pole and we are doing fine so far. Not that great, but we cannot do anything more. So let's focus on this fish. What is it? It was perfect. I think it is a slow fish and it is a herring. Let's clear out the inventory. You have to be very smart on managing your inventory in the early game. And we have thus far eaten the spring onions that were of quality kind, and we have emptied out a few more spots in our inventory. Got some more energy needed for the fishing and the entire day's activities. Looking good. And let's see. The fishing is not going to be speedy because the fish are not going to bite because we don't have bait and we don't have the ability to attach bait on a fishing pole. This is a base rod. Then it is going to be a higher tier rod known as a fiberglass rod, which is also very expensive. I suppose it is 1800 or something, and the iridium fishing rod. Then we can attach a tackle as well on the fishing pole. It is going to be more expensive, 7500 gold, I suppose. We are not sure, we'll find out later. And we are catching another fish. This is not that bouncy or drifty. The behavior is normal and I'm fine as far as this goes. I don't want any janky behavior kind of fishes. Let's talk about Willy's fishing shack. Fishing shack, it is looking so nice. The detail, the broken door. The door is broken at the bottom, you can see. The plank is broken and there's a nice mat. There's a table outside of his window and something is kept on there. Maybe a few fishing supplies or maybe the cigar and some tobacco that Willy was just smoking. Who knows? The pixel art is gorgeous and there is a barrel on the right side, you can see. It has some slimy stuff and bluey stuff. It might contain the bait, an exotic bait which we will get later in the game from Willy. It is known as something like I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm hallucinating and remembering anything from another game. I don't know. There are various kinds of baskets on the fishing dock, or the dock where the ships are going to be rested later in the game, maybe. Yes, I think the fishing market in the winter, there are going to be a few ships that are going to be parked at the dock or docked at the dock. I don't know what it is called. We are getting some trash. Broken CD is not a trash. We'll be recycling it later if we manage to keep it in our inventory. Let's see. I'm going to sell this quality herring since I have a few copies of the herring. Not going to keep all of the copies of the fishes. You can see their respective prices. The sardine was for 40 gold. We only have one oyster and one anchovy. Let's change that and catch a few more fishes. I want more anchovies. Game, if it is possible, please give me. The anchovy is useful because it is going to be used in a lot of cooking recipes later in the game. And let's see. Am I talking much? I'm going to slow down a little bit. Let's see. We have got another hit. And what do we get? The suspense from the game. This is a somewhat difficult fish, but not that difficult. Oh, we got a sardine, but it was a silver quality one. The silver quality one is going to, again, clog out your inventory space. We are getting close to 5 p.m. when Willy's shop is going to close. We can sell directly the fishes we catch to Willy, but also keep in mind that you have to sell each one kind of fish to the shipping bin, I suppose, for the selling achievement. I might be wrong, but I think it is right that you have to sell each and every item that you gather, that you grow from the fields, that you forage, that you catch from the waters, and whatnot that you get from the mines, and the raw materials as well in the shipping bin for the shipping achievement. And let's sell the quality fishes to Willy. We get some extra cash. Gold quality anchovy sells for a good price, 45. But not for the sardines, they are going to be more expensive than anchovies. We saw few seagulls and we are going back to our farm, and on our way we'll be talking to people because talking with people is also going to give you friendship points. A small amount of friendship point, but who knows, it might pile up a lot. Here was Sam. We talked to Elliot earlier in the previous episode. If you haven't watched the first episode, I advise you to do. If you are interested in these kinds of videos, I'm playing on an Android phone. How is it looking on your screen? If you are watching on bigger screens, if you are watching on mobile, how are you all doing and how is it? How is the zoom out display so far? I think it is comfortable for you, but later in the game we are not going to zoom out that much, and we have got Omnigeode from the library's trash can. We have to open it, but the Grim's shop is not open. It is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. only. So let's go back on our way to our farm, Elderwood Farm. Elderwood Farm is a very nice name. I like it very much. I always say it in my episode. Here's Alex. We hadn't met him earlier. You might see that when you meet the unknown people. Here's Harvey's clinic. Closes very sooner at 3 p.m. only. Also, if you cannot find any NPC, you can find it in the Harvey's clinic. If they are not found anywhere in the world, in the map, they are going to go on their yearly checkup, I suppose. I think that's what it is. And we have got a few more forageables. The daffodils are good for the ladies when you want to give them in the town. They all like it. Sandy likes flowers, but the crocus is her favorite. flower of Sandy later in the game. And those of you who you are saying that I'm spoiling the game is already very old, so don't worry about it. Just enjoy watching the playthrough. If you don't like it, then you can skip certain parts. But I'm trying to give as much information as possible. Let's see what we can do with our energy in the day. We have a few potato seeds. We hadn't planted any potato. I'll have to do that. Potatoes are going to give you some bonus potatoes. There's a chance, and that is going to be, in fact, going to give you some bonus cash. And let's see, 6 spots are needed. You have to hoe, you have to water, you have to plant. This is going to be early game grind. Once we get the quality sprinklers, we are going to be doing very fine on this department or this work. These are the twigs on the ground, the small stones. You get geodes and gold from the stones. You get wood from the twigs. You get seeds from the respective trees. We are cutting it for gathering the 300 amount of pieces of wood needed for the construction and repair of the broken bridge at the tide pool area on the beach. It is on the right side of the beach. We'll find it out later in the episodes upcoming. What do we have here? A geode. Clint is going to open it later. And how are you all doing, my viewers? Are you enjoying it? I'm enjoying playing Stardew a lot. I'm doing a commentary on the non-commentary video that weren't getting that many views. And whenever you get the seeds of the trees, you plant them right away if it is possible and if you have space, because trees are going to grow a lot faster except for the winter season. We have 4 seasons: the spring that we are currently in, the summer season later on, and finally the fall season, after which it is going to be winter. Winter is not a good time. The trees are not going to grow rapidly on their own when planted unless you fertilize them. We have a tree fertilizer later in the game. And what I was saying, that trees are going to grow very rapidly. You'll need a lot of wood in this game. Don't underestimate the power of wood, and the price of wood is going to be a lot, so it is always handy to to not buy the wood and to harvest it from the wild by planting trees. Nothing else gives you more wood than harvesting the trees and planting them very quickly. We are getting closer to exhaustion. We don't want to tire ourselves out and get the tired status in the game. So I'm going to eat spring onions, but they are also not enough for the work that we are doing. Breaking stones is a lot of toll on our energy, and we cannot break these big boulders. We have to upgrade our pickaxe, the big tree stumps, and whatnot. It is spread on the ground. They are going to be taken care later, very, very later. I'm fine with that. Who is going to do that in the early game? Let's see. We are going to go back to our house, but first of all, I'm not able to see anything. Let's quick stack everything and throw away a bunch of stuff in the chest. Now I'm going to craft a few torches because I was not able to see anything on the ground or my surroundings. You will also appreciate it very much. And I'm too lazy to craft anything else. More torches and spread them out on every part of the farm. So let's get that done. At least we'll be placing a few torches in front of our hut so that we don't accidentally forget our way to the doorstep and pass out. Passing out is the worst. When we get back from our fishing or mining trips or any other trips, let's go to sleep. We'll take care of the rest of the stuff later. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you all for watching. We have leveled up fishing. We have sold 30 gold worth of fish. One piece of herring. End of day 2.